In today's video, we remember the heartbreaking loss of child star Melina Brandale at just 11, Floribama Shore, star Kirk Metis at 33, and the tragic death of Gene Hackman's wife from hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. Stay tuned as we honor their legacies. Number 1. Melina Brandale, child star, dead at 11. Melina Brandale, a child star famous for her work in a Netflix show, is dead after suffering multiple heart attacks. The Brazilian actress died Friday, according to her family. The official cause of death is unclear, but multiple outlets are reporting she suffered at least 13 cardiac arrests in the days before her death. In a social media tribute, Melina's family says, "On May 2nd we lost our little girl, but I'm sure she's in the arms of our Almighty Father and in a beautiful place to play." The statement continues, "The memories we spent together will stay in my memory, and I'll never forget your joy that infected everyone around you. My girl, I'm already missing you more and more not having you here, and I know I'll miss you even more in the days to come." Melina's loved ones add, "You were the light in our lives, and I know that from up there you'll continue to watch over us and light up our lives' heartsuit, and I'll love you forever, and you'll always be in my heart." She famously appeared in the Netflix series Syntonia and the soap opera The Childhood of Romeo and Juliet. Jill Sobel's former roommate reflects on singer's life after fatal house fire. She was loved. Jill Sobel's death has brought people together, including those who were close to her in her younger years. The Post spoke to Sobel's former college roommate, who shared specifics about the singer's time at the University of Colorado and expressed regret over not keeping in closer contact amid the musician's passing. "We were only roommates our freshman year, but were friends throughout college," Wendy Greengard Mikulka told the Post. She also provided a photo with Sobel from inside their dorm in Williams Village at the university. "She spent a semester in Spain and came back and didn't continue college so she could pursue her music career," she said of Sobel. She wrote a song called Wendell Lee. "He is the guy sitting next to her in the picture." Greengard Mikulka recalled Sobel being the life of the party and easy to be around, adding the late singer was so fun in college. "She always wanted to be a musician. I used to go to her gigs at coffee shops in Boulder and listen to her play. Some of her other friends and I used to pretend to be backup singers and dancers. She always loved writing fun songs," she shared of Sobel's early years before fame. The "I Kissed a Girl" singer always had a sense of humor, her former roommate recalled. "I remember one Halloween she dressed up like a pregnant Girl Scout. That was Jill for you," her college friend said, adding, "She left college and moved back to Denver if I remember right, and didn't graduate with me, and we kind of lost touch." However, their paths would later cross in San Francisco, with Greengard Mikulka telling the Post that she went to one of Sobel's shows in the city about 10 years ago. "We stayed after the show was over and spent a bunch of time catching up," she said. Greengard Mikulka expressed regret for not keeping closer contact with Sobel. "I tried to contact her after her mom died, but was unsuccessful. I wish I would have tried harder," she shared. Sobel unexpectedly died in Minnesota May 1st, when a fire broke out at the house where she was staying. She was 66. While her friends made it out of their home safely, they did not notice the singer was unable to free herself from the flames. Law enforcement said an investigation is underway to determine if Sobel passed away before the deadly inferno broke out. WPD can confirm the victim of the fire yesterday morning was Jill Sobel. WPD Patrol Commander Tom Ehrenberg told the Post Friday. He also said investigators are looking into how the fire started. The Ramsey County Medical Examiner did not finalize the cause of death. The fire itself, including the cause, is still under active investigation, which is standing operating procedure. Her friends have no idea how the fire started, according to TMZ. Gene Hackman's wife was killed by hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. What is it? Actor Gene Hackman's wife, Betsy Arakawa, died after contracting hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a New Mexico medical examiner announced last month. Hackman and Arakawa, 65, were found dead in their Santa Fe home in February. The 95-year-old Academy Award-winning actor is believed to have died of heart disease around a week after his wife, on February 18. Now, a public health report has found that Hackman's property was a potential breeding ground for hantavirus. Because hantavirus infection can be serious, even deadly, it is important to know how to prevent it. The best way to prevent hantavirus infection is to keep wild rodents, especially mice, out of your home, workplace, cabin, shed, car, camper, or other closed space. The California Department of Public Health stated, "But what is hantavirus pulmonary syndrome? Here's what you need to know about the virus often spread by rodents." What is hantavirus pulmonary syndrome? Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome is a severe and potentially deadly disease that affects the lungs. The rare virus initially causes flu-like symptoms that can progress to more acute illness where people have trouble breathing. It is fatal in nearly 4 out of 10 people who are infected. Just under 730 cases were identified in the U.S. between 1993 and 2017. Nearly all cases were west of the Mississippi River. How is it spread? Hantaviruses, which can cause hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, are spread through the urine, feces and saliva of infected rodents. The most common hantavirus that causes hantavirus pulmonary syndrome in the U.S. is spread by the deer mouse. Cases normally occur in rural areas, although animals can enter homes where they may leave urine or feces. While dogs and cats are not known to become infected with hantavirus in the U.S., pets may bring infected rodents to people or into homes. It is typically reported in the spring and summer. What are its symptoms? Early symptoms of hantavirus pulmonary syndrome may resemble other respiratory illnesses. Those can include fever, dry cough, body aches, headaches, abdominal pain, and diarrhea, according to the American Lung Association. In most recorded cases, they can develop between a week to 2 months after exposure. If the initial symptoms are not treated, late symptoms will onset rapidly. These symptoms include cough and shortness of breath, as well as bleeding and failure of the heart to pump. The combination of these changes can lead to shock, failure of several organs, and even death, the association says. How is the condition treated? There is no specific treatment for hantavirus infection. Patients should receive supportive care, including rest, hydration, and treatment of symptoms. The disease, in severe cases, can cause breathing difficulties and might require intubation. It can also disrupt kidney function, which could lead to a need for dialysis. Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz wanted a private birthday hang with David. Shot down by fam. Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz's absence from David Beckham's 50th birthday is all due to family tension. Cause we've learned they tried to meet up and celebrate David privately, but they were rebuffed. Sources familiar with the situation tell TMZ. Brooklyn and Nicola flew to London last week for the sole purpose of celebrating David. The two reached out to the fam ahead of the big weekend, we're told, asking them to get together privately before the birthday festivities. However, their request didn't go over well with the other family members. Our sources say Brooklyn and Nicola were told to show up to the main celebrations or they wouldn't get a chance to see the fam, leaving the two saddened because they simply won't be around Brooklyn's brother Romeo and his girlfriend, Kim Turnbull. We broke the story. Brooklyn and his brother Romeo aren't on speaking terms because of his relationship with Turnbull, who Brooklyn had a romantic connection with several years ago, but that's all water under the bridge now. We're told that even though they missed the party, they reached out to David privately to wish him a happy birthday. We're told they're not performative people and they prefer to discuss internal family matters privately. As we told you, a whole bunch of celebrities showed up to support the former soccer standout and businessman for his golden birthday, but Brooklyn and Nicola were absent. Victoria posted pics from the event and seemingly shaded her son, writing in the caption that they were creating special memories with family and friends. Without Brooklyn, that is. While that's ancient history now, sources previously told us Brooklyn doesn't think Kim is in the relationship for the right reasons. So, Brooklyn and Nicola are avoiding all public family events. Brooklyn and Nicola might not like Kim, but we're told David and Victoria trust her and it's clear they're fine with her being around the family. We've reached out to David for comment. So far, no word back. That's all for today's report. May the departed rest in peace, and our thoughts remain with the grieving families. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.